Welcome to the Giza Pyramid Complex, the heart of Egypt, where uncontrollable evidence lies before a human's eyes. Human ambition, ingenuity, and haunting mysteries that for thousands of years have baffled historians and explorers alike. The ancient necropolis, filled by huge pyramids, a silent sphinx, and forgotten tombs, whispers a tale of yore, a peerless tale of power, death, and the eternal quest for immortality. The ancients believed and knew it as Khufu's horizon, the Great Pyramid of Giza, representing overwhelming in the sands, growing 146.6 meters high. It was constructed during the Fourth Dynasty of the Old Kingdom, approximately between 2580 and 2560 BC, and retained the title of the tallest man-made structure in the world for at least 3,800 years or so. Imagine putting blood and sweat, putting your very life into building something, a lasting monument to a pharaonic vision and the dogged quest for eternity. How in the world did they do it? The question chased us for centuries. Theories encircle. Some whispers tell of an advanced technology lost to time, while others carry the power of human will and ingenuity. Stone by stone, block by block, the pyramid rose from the earth, defying gravity and logic. Each limestone block, on average, weighed 2.5 tons and was well placed to give form to a structure that produced an exactitude without parallel. Back in the days of its majestic power, the Great Pyramid was not the weathered relic we see today. It was encased in gleaming white Tura limestone, reflecting the sun's rays and casting a beacon of light visible for miles. The capstone, probably made of gold, crowned that magnificent structure as a symbol of divine power and eternal life. Inside, hundreds of yards of passageways and chambers form a labyrinth of secrets on their own. The king's chamber forms the center of this gigantic tomb and was intended to be the last resting place of Pharaoh Khufu. Built from immense blocks of granite, the walls have a somewhat oppressive sense of grandeur. The hieroglyph for mystery, the enigmatic grand gallery, rises heavenward from above, an ancient engineering marvel of funereal necessity. The stroke of genius by the architect, this can be seen in the corbelled walls of the grand gallery. But to what purpose? Some claim it was designed to ease the tremendous pressure acting on the stones above. Others think it had some ritualistic significance, perhaps in line with the stars, as a form of guidance for the soul of the pharaoh to the hereafter. Also guarding the pyramid complex is the Great Sphinx of Giza, a colossal limestone statue with the body of a lion and the head of a pharaoh believed to represent Khafre, predecessor to Khufu. The ancient Sphinx silently gazes eastward. It is the silent watcher of the necropolis. Legends and theories about the Sphinx have abounded. The age, the purpose, who or what destroyed its nose. Was it to protect the sacred complex? Was it the symbol of royal power? Or was something far more profound lost among the sands of time? Next to the Great Pyramid stand the pyramids of Khafre and Menkaure, each being a masterpiece in its own right. The Pyramid of Khafre is somewhat smaller, which gives it a taller appearance because of its higher site, and the remaining casing stones at its very top. The smallest of the three pyramids, that of Menkaure, gives an impression. Its intricate design structure conjures visions of the unyielding quest for perfection that its builders conducted. The Giza Pyramid Complex is more than just the pyramids themselves. It is a complex composed of temples, causeways, and other funerary constructions. Among these, the most striking example is the Valley Temple of Khafre, made of huge limestone and granite blocks. The grandeur and mortuary architecture by the ancient Egyptians, the mastabas are the tombs of nobles and officials. The walls in such tombs come alive with scenes of daily life, religious rituals, as well as the journey to the hereafter. Hieroglyphs, painstakingly jotted down, seem to be telling the stories of a civilization obsessed with the thoughts of death and rebirth. They considered the journey to the hereafter to be full of hurdles. Only with due preparation and ritual, the challenge of getting there could be overcome in a measure to ascertain eternal life. As the sunset fades over Giza, the pyramids and Sphinx are bathed in an ethereal glow from the moonlight. The dense air hangs heavy with the weight of history and stories of forgotten pharaohs, lost treasures, and ancient curses whispered into the sands. Here, the boundary between the living and the dead blurs. The past seems to reach out with ghostly fingers, inviting one to discover its secrets. The Giza Pyramid Complex has been visited by countless archaeological expeditions, each of which continues to unearth the many layers this rich history has in store. From exquisite artifacts to hidden chambers, such discoveries provide that glimpse into the constructions and lives laid to rest within such colossal structures. Yet, with every question answered, new mysteries are birthed that deepen our fascination and our quest for knowledge. The more we find out, the more we realize how little we know. The Giza Pyramid Complex is a riddle, a huge oriental riddle, which challenges our knowledge of ancient Egypt. Each artifact, each stone means something. It serves as part of a large story, and our task is to string parts of this history together, stated the modern archaeologist. Nothing in history can surpass the sheer engineering in the making of the pyramids. The theories range from straight and spiral ramps to sophisticated levering systems. Recent discoveries show a highly organized workforce, with skilled and unskilled workers who lived in workers' villages and were well fed and cared for. These workers were not slaves, but a committed labor force that derived its incentive and impetus from the purposefulness of serving the pharaoh. Therefore, the realization of this labor village, or city in its own right, because it also includes bakeries, breweries, and even medical facilities, conjures up images of a culturally organized society where everyone was enthralled and engaged with the mammoth task of pyramid building. As the light of dawn first grazes the apex of the Great Pyramid, while the rest of the Giza Plateau remains submerged in the depriving clutches of night, the affinity of ancient Egyptians with their land, gods, and the cosmos reminds us of itself. Aligned with the cardinal points and celestial bodies, the pyramids were much more than just tombs. They were instruments of immortality, designed to ensure the safe passage of the pharaoh into the beyond and his eternal reign among the stars. Each stone, each block is saturated with stories of human ambition, the quest for eternal life, and the mystery that lies beneath. The Giza Pyramid Complex continues to captivate with its grandeur and enigma, a timeless reminder of the civilization that dared to dream beyond the boundaries set upon mortals. And so, standing in the shadow of these ancient giants, we are left with the questions of the past and a timeless legacy left behind by people who wanted to touch the skies. The pyramids of Giza stand through the sands of time for the eternal human spirit, a spirit that will not be bound by time, stretches out across the millennia, and whispers secrets to ears that dare to hear them. Finally here, thank you for joining us through the sands of time. Please hit like, subscribe, and the bell icon if you will enjoy this exploration of the Giza Pyramid Complex for more deep dives into the world's most fascinating mysteries.